Story time with Mr. Julio. Today, my friends, we have the story thief. Olive was rather a shy girl. She rarely left the house, except to visit the library in Craggy Bay with her dad and borrow books. Olive loved books. They were returning home from their latest trip when one of her books fell overboard and sank down into the murky depths, where it woke a strange creature. What is this beautiful thing? The creature wondered, and what are you supposed to do with it? Wear it? Eat it? Bash it? Sniffing more of the curious things, he followed them to find out. The trail led him to a glowing light high above the town. Inside, he could see many more of the strange things. The little people treated each one like a precious treasure. It made him more curious than ever. In her room, it was Oliv's favorite part of the day. Story time with Dad. What would they become tonight? Fearless pirates, famous detectives, daring explorers. As her dad read, the creature watched. He was astonished to see how happy the strange thing made Olive. He just had to have it, so quick as a flash. He snatched poor Olive's book away. Story thief! Cried Olive, but the creature was already long gone. Later that night, the jolly old lighthouse keeper was enjoying his latest romance novel when the story thief struck again. The same thing happened night after night until every single book in town had been stolen. The story thief even took books from the other animals, poetry from puffins, fables from foxes, even cookbooks from crabs who made delicious muffins. The terrible book burglary left the Icelanders angry and upset, but nobody was brave enough to do anything about it except for Olive. It was time to use all the things he had found in stories. She would become a pirate detective explorer, track down the story thief, and get all the books back herself. Down in his cave, the story thief still couldn't work out how these strange things made everyone else so happy. He tried building with them, he tried balancing under them, he even tried sleeping on them, which was a disaster, I have to tell it. While the story thief sucked, Olive rode the seas like a daring pirate. She searched for clues like a famous detective and braved strange new lands like a fearless explorer until, at last, she found the books. There was just one problem. The giant octopus, remembering her storybook heroes, Olive summoned up all her courage. Don't you know it's grown to steal? Books are treasure and their stories are for everyone to share. And to her surprise, the thief was scared of her. Olive felt a bit sorry for him. Do you like books? She asked. He picked out from the pile he was hiding under. I love reading books, said Olive. So she picked up one, which just so happened to be her Missy Library book, and began to read. Slowly, Octopus crept closer to Olive, forgetting to be as scared as she read story after story. Wow, it felt like magic. Octopus finally knew how precious books were. How would the townsfolk ever forgive his thievery? But Olive had a cunning plan. Back home, the Icelanders were wondering if they'd ever see their treasure book again, when they suddenly heard a terrific rumbling sound coming from the sea. Books ahoy! Cried Pirate Leaf as Captain Octopus steered a ship made of a million treasure into dock. The Islander gasped. Their beloved books were back, and when Leaf explained why he had taken them and how sorry he was, everyone agreed to give Octopus a second chance. From that moment on, Octopus fitted well into life on the island. He helped with chores, he listened to stories, he even found time for reading lessons with Olive. And top secret. And the more he read, the bigger his idea got. Eventually, Olive and Octopus were ready to share their new idea with everyone. The story ship! People would come from far and wide to hear their amazing tales of adventure. No longer the story thief, Octopus was now the storyteller, the best one ever. Story time with Mr. Julio! Yes! The Octopus, or me. Bye bye. Subscribe! Clock, clock.